mandrakes also? And Rachel said, therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. So she said, okay, what I do, I let you have Jacob tonight if you give me some of your mandrakes. Now she offered her husband to another woman for some mandrakes. Because I know the question is, what is mandrakes? And so I looked up the word mandrakes, and this is what it says. What is it? Let me go straight to it. I want to read exactly what it says. Mandrakes. Now, mandrake is a rhubarb-like herb having narcotic quality. In other words, Judah went out and stumbled on some chronic. Yeah, read it, please.
It said mandrakes are a special type of herb that the people of the ancient Middle East regarded as an aid to conception.
Amen.
Their aroma was associated with love.
So he had some marijuana mixed with Viagra.
Let's see our help.
Now, she done sold her husband out for the night for a joint. I had the same reaction when I read it myself. Is it in the Bible? Is it not in the Bible? What is marijuana? A herb. So Judah went out and found some herbs. And Rachel wanted to get high. So not only did he, now think about it. Okay, it said it had narcotic symptoms, but also it made you more fertile. Now, if she was so barren and her mind was on pleasing her husband, she wouldn't have gave him to her for that night. She would have been trying to get pregnant herself. No, she just wanted to get high. And so she sold her husband out that night just to get ready. And verse 16. And I know it's marijuana because if you cross-reference that to the Song of Solomon, where my Bible take you to, it's talking about the smell of the aroma. I mean, people, if you want to read about it, you would be amazed at all the things that's in it. Amen. Now, verse 16. And Jacob went out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him, and said, thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he laid with her that night. And God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the fifth son. And Leah said, God has given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar. Now, the difference between Rachel and Leah was that when Leah gave her servant to Jacob, it was because she thought that she could not have no more children. So she was not doing it to compete, but she wanted to give Jacob even more children. And that's why I said I believe that Leah. Now this is my opinion. I believe that that Leah was the promise that Jacob supposed to have came and got, because she was the one that was having all the children. Mm-hmm. And the whole purpose was to spread the seed of Abraham. Mm-hmm. And he could not do it through Rachel. Amen? Amen. Okay. Verse 19. And Leah conceived again, and bare Jacob the sixth son. And Leah said, God has endued me with good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. And afterwards she bare a daughter, and called her name Dinah. And God remembered Rachel, and God hearkened unto her, and opened her womb. And she conceived and bare a son, and said, God has taken away my reproach. So evidently she got herself together. So we think. Verse 24. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add to me another son. Now, she, at this particular time, she did start getting herself together. Because not only did she have a son, she spoke it out of her mouth and said, God going to add to me another son. And which y'all know he had another son named Benjamin later on.
Right.
Verse 25. And it came to pass, when Rachel had borne Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away, that I may go unto my own place and to my country. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go, for thou knowest my service which I have done thee. Now Jacob say, look, I've been with you 20-some years. You know my service, everything I done did for you. Now it's time for me to go on about my father's business. Give me my wives, my children, everything I don't work for, and let me depart. Now, go to chapter 31, verse 34. I want to skip all that in between. And we're still talking about Rachel and Leah. Now, we already found out that Rachel was jealous. She was envious. Now you come to find out that she's a thief also, and a liar. Verse 34. Now Rachel had taken the images and put them in the camel's furniture and sat upon them, and Laban searched all the tent but found them not. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, they got all their stuff together and then they left by night. And so Laban came to see his girls or whatever, and he saw that were none of them in their tents. And so he realized that they had not left. But before they left, Rachel decided that she gonna sneak a little stuff with her that did not belong to her. And so she got it and put it on her horse and then rolled on off. And so Laban, he was mad at Jacob because he was thinking, not only did you steal my daughters and all that, but you stole my idols and stuff too. And now what did God say about those other women? He said they'll lead you away to serve other gods. But all at the same time, here goes Rachel running away with idols. Let me read 34 again. It said, now Rachel had taken the images and put them in the camel's furniture and sat upon them. And Laban searched all the tents but found them not. Now what happened, Laban caught up with him. And he let Jacob know that he came to do some stuff. But God stopped him on the way and said, don't put your hand on him. So when he got there, he told him he would come to handle his business. Verse 35. And she said to her father, let it not displease my lord that I cannot rise up before thee, for the custom of women is upon me. And he searched but found no image. So what she did, she stole something out of her father's house, then sat on it, and then she told Laban that she couldn't get up because she was on a period. Amen? Is it not right here? She lied and she said she was on her cycle. She was on her period. So he know that you don't supposed to come nowhere near no blood, so he know he won't finna search. And so now she done got away with stealing. Okay, now look at verse 36.